Good evening, everyone, and welcome to today's session of eMeet Your Design and Fashion School. So I'm going to share my screen right now and let you know that the purpose of attending these kind of sessions is very important because you get to interact with the top management of each school, really understand the academic philosophy, right? And this is the most critical aspect because everyone does well in a certain environment, and you need to see if this philosophy works well with you, and then you apply to those schools which share in this philosophy. For those of you who missed the previous webinars on how to write an SOP and create your portfolio, please uh, go back to our YouTube channel and have a look at those. Um, for those of you who really need to understand the process of even applying or how should you choose your schools, this is what you need to have a look at: navigating design school admissions, another um, webinar that we've done. And if you missed joining the WhatsApp groups, you can definitely click on these WhatsApp groups and join them. You'll be updated. All right. So here are some of the links that would be important for you to scan. And just one second, I'm going to stop. There's something gone wrong. Right. Okay. Right. So today's session is with Srishti Manipal, Institute of Art, Design and Technology. Srishti Manipal is probably one of the best schools in India. And why you should consider this? Why are we saying that? Why should you consider the school? So we have four people representing the school. We have Mahesh Bhat, we have Ramesh, we have Rustam, and we have Shyam. Unfortunately, Rustam may not be available. He's traveling, but the others are there. And a little bit about Mahesh. Mahesh is a photographer, filmmaker, bookmaker. He's got tremendous experience in these fields and worked within India and internationally as well. Um, we have Professor Ramesh Kalkur. He's again a visual artist. He's done a diploma from Ken School of Art, Bangalore. Uh, he's done various things again within India and outside. Again, we've been interacting with Professor Ramesh. Wonderful, very insightful person um, that we've had to. We are lucky that we've been consistently interacting with him. We have Professor Rustam. Um, Professor Rustam again is a Bachelor of Fine Arts. He's been a communication designer. He again specializing in editorial design. So something very offbeat, focusing on magazines, books, exhibitions, websites, all those areas. Um, and he's currently the academic dean for the final year undergraduate students, right? And then we have Professor Shyam as well. Again, his interest is in craft-based skill and design, right? And he's again he works with various communities, both urban and rural, and of course he's done his master's in craft design from IICD Jaipur, right? So with this, it's good. It's a very basic introduction, but I'd hand it over to the team from Srishti at this point of time because they would like to get into the conversation. Thank you so much to all of you all for making it here. Professor Mahesh is going to be on his mobile phone, but also available through his laptop, right? Okay, go on over to you all. Thank you all so much for coming in.
Yeah, good evening, everybody. I'm Mahesh. Thank you. Can you hear me now?
Yes,
Is the audio
very,
okay?
very clear.
Yeah,
No worries.
great. Uh, Again, thank you very much for everybody who's come in, and without further ado, let's start this webinar. I'm giving you a basic uh, background about Srishti, and then we'll hand it over to Ramesh to talk about our philosophy, overall philosophy, our design school. Ramesh has been with Srishti for almost from the very beginning. Srishti is a now about 27 years old, or 27 years old institution, one of the pioneering design, art and design institutes of India. Uh, we began way back, and since 2020, we are a constituent unit of Manipal Academy of Higher Education, which is MAHE, a deemed to be university and an institution of eminence. Everybody has heard of Mahe. It's an institution with a lot of legacy, and we are located in our Mahe Bengaluru campus, just north of Yelahanka New Town, by the Air Force station. The Srishti, it's a very well-known college, and whenever I go travel abroad, wherever I go in the art and design field, people have heard of Srishti. We have our alumni across the world working now, and we give out we offer several different streams of design education, 4-year 3-year degrees in undergraduate studies, and 2-year postgraduate studies, and 1-year postgraduate diploma, and of course 3.5 to 4.5 year a PhD program. So that's the kind of offering that we have. And the unique thing about Srishti is the Srishti has pioneered, thanks to our founder Dr. Geeta Narayanan's vision, the transdisciplinarity in art and design education, which means that the students who study at Srishti are exposed, and they can to variety of different uh, streams, different streams of art and design education. Uh, we'll talk more about it a little later. So we have, anyway, I can very confidently say that Srishti has pioneered the transdisciplinarity in art and design education. What started with about 6 students way back in 27 years ago, we have 1,600 plus students now, 151 faculty members. So, which, as you can do the maths, 1:10 ratio. Uh, and we have fantastic campus and a fabulous set of labs. So that's the background, in a nutshell. Now, let me hand it over to the mic to my colleague Ramesh Kalkur, the Associate Director and Academic Director, and with vast experience in art, design, education, and at Srishti. Over to you, Ramesh.
Thanks, Mahesh, for a wonderful introduction. And thanks, John. Good evening to all of you who are listening to this webinar. As Mahesh pointed out, it is an art and design institute. So let me tell you the advantage of being in such a place. So either in India or even in many places abroad, either you will have a design college or you will have an art college. So you have art colleges in Baroda, JJ, or Shantiniketan, or you have design colleges such as NID, MIT. So we kind of bifurcated art and design here, but in Srishti, as the name says, is Srishti Manipal Institute of Art, Design and Technology. So that's an interesting combination where you can use technology to do art, technology to do design, or design to work with artists, art practice, or design as a technological venture. So you must have heard, I mean, AI, ML, all that now. How that gets integrated into the art and design practice is our next challenge. So being in this place, creative space of the intersections of art, design, technology, helps us to look at things from different perspectives. So one of the important things for you guys, I know you haven't joined, but I'm already giving you an assignment to look at our website, look at our courses. So you have within undergraduate course, you have 3-year program, you have 4-year program. And there is a difference in the approach and the focus of 3-year and 4-year program. And Shyam will talk a little bit more about 3-year program. 3-year program is a little bit more industry driven, industry oriented, focuses what industry needs, what is tomorrow's industry needs. And then in a 4-year program, it's about how can I navigate, how can I choose courses beyond my discipline. That's where interdisciplinarity comes. So one is disciplinary, focused, in-depth kind of study of a particular practice, particular field. Another is how do I be in one field, but at the same time learn about other field of studies. Those are the 3 and 4-year program. And we also have courses which are, let's say, computer creative and applied computation, CAC, or human-centered design, which may be a little bit technology driven, versus you have animation, filmmaking, and contemporary art practice, which are kind of artistic practices of looking at how do how do I tell a story? How do I kind of put across a concept? Versus you have industrial art and design practice, which is making product, or visual communication, which is communication design. So they are a little bit more design industry driven. Similarly, even in 3-year programs, I'm not going to explain too much on that because Shyam is there. So you have variety, you have artistic practices, storytelling, narrative, you have design practices, client, market, business, care, wellness, wide variety. It's not just about business and market, but it's also about looking at what are the needs of tomorrow. And then you have technology driven programming, using programming as a tool, using coding as a tool. So opportunities are wide, and learning, being in this ecosystem, even though let's say you are only interested in, let's say, painting, but even if you're interested in painting, being in this kind of ecosystem where your peers are learning many different tools, many different techniques, they are getting uh, introduced to many different contexts, that's what is interesting. That's why I would say you should be in Srishti. Okay, over to you, Shyam.
All, good evening. I would be talking about the undergraduate skill-based vocational program, which culminates as a Bachelor of Vocations. To start with, what is Bachelor of Vocation? It's something which started about 10, 11 years back in 2013, where it's fairly a new degree program. And Srishti has been part of this since the start itself. Uh, Basically, Government of India have been looking at how the younger generation are being skilled, and felt a requirement of skilling the youth in more industry specific areas. I mean, skill very relevant to the current industries, and that is where this Bachelor of Vocation degree came into being. And this came into being looking at different countries adapting to vocation-based education into their mainstream. And that is how we also have been looking into it. How Srishti looks into BVOC is basically looking at future industries, evolving industries. Now in India, we have National Skill Development Corporation, which looks into different sectors of businesses. And there are multiple sector skill councils who have been associated with different industries. How as a part of the Bachelor of Vocation program, we collaborate with the sector skill councils in developing our education curriculums and all. Currently, we started with interior design and build, which was primarily focused with interior design. We evolved with graphic art and design practices, digital media production, user interface and interaction design. And the latest is creative manufacturing, which focuses largely on sustainable craft-based businesses. Uh, this is a new space and a very exciting space, which is very industry oriented. And a lot of industry based interaction is part of this. And yes, this is a 3 year. Last year is very much hands on and industry based exposure.
Yeah. Sorry. Can I hear? Can you all hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, this is Mahesh Bhat back again. Thank you, Shyam. I would like to add, for the benefit of the people, the young students, aspiring students, design students, a unique feature about the BWalk, the undergraduate skill-based vocational program, is who should be looking at it? You know, there is always the question, why should I look at a BWalk program? What we have seen over the years is that there are students who are there are different kinds of learners. Not everybody learns in the same way. So there are students who, or there are learners, let me use the right word, who uh, are focused learners. They want to get into that subject right away, and they want to start off. Let's say if it's a filmmaking program, they want to start off from day one. So that BWalk program offers such focused learning. So that is what is uh, 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 unique about it. The BDES BFA, the UGPP, Ramesh will talk about it right now. It's a slightly more expansive program. Ramesh will talk in detail, and that's for a different kind of learner who perhaps wants to explore a little more, before finding out her feet on the ground, so to speak. Over to you, Ramesh.
Thanks, Mahesh. I kind of gave a brief introduction. So there are 8 Bachelor of Design courses. There are 3 Bachelor of Fine Art courses. Within Bachelor of Fine Art, you have something called Digital Media Arts, which is animation, storytelling, narratives. That's the area you should be looking at. But that can be used in many different ways. Once you learn the basic skills of storytelling, whether you go and work with the firm or a company which is, let's say, Disney World, or any other company which works with the mainstream cinema, or whether you want to work with edutech spaces, or you want to work as an independent animation filmmaker, all those are possibilities. Similarly, filmmaking in BFA is also that it kind of teaches you the basics of filmmaking from, let's say, script to the end product, where you will learn how to handle camera, what is script writing, what is editing, what is sound, all that, location, various skill sets. So once you learn that, again, similarly, you can work with the mainstream, whether it's television or film productions, or there are many of our students do become independent filmmaker. They keep sending their films to documentary or fiction film festivals, short film festivals. They do come back to their own practice. That's one of the interesting part of art and design practices. Apart from my work and my so-called bread and butter I'm earning, everybody who has done art and design longs to do their own practice also while they are, like as Dion introduced Mahesh. Mahesh is while he's teaching here, he's doing his own photography. He's following his own passion. Similarly, I do my own work, and I see many faculty here may not be doing industry-driven project, but they might be teaching industry-driven project because they have an experience. But at the same time, they might be following their own passion of making things. They may not put it on display, but there is that practice that keeps. That's a temperament you kind of learn when you become an artist or a designer. So that's a BFA and contemporary art practice. As we said, there are classical models of contemporary art practice where in Bangalore, there's Chitrakala Parishad, where either you join painting or sculpture or printmaking. Whereas here, contemporary art practice is medium agnostic. So we don't really tell you to use a particular medium. It's not about teaching medium, teaching the skill of handling watercolor or painting oil color. It's about conceptual thinking and what do I want to communicate. That itself is the main core of it. And then you can use any medium to express yourself. Yeah. So I will not go in detail with the Bachelor of Design program because then we'll be left with very uh, few minutes to discuss or Q&A. I've already given you assignment to look at our website, look at these programs, and you can also, from what you understand from looking at, let's say, creative and applied computation, you can always Google what are the prospects of people who are artists and designers who work with programming and coding. You can ask those questions. What is the future of communication designer? What will I where will I be placed if I'm a textile designer? Which are the different areas that I can move to? Can I do technology and textile? So these are the emerging areas. I think a little bit of that study would help you to choose your pathway. Over to you, Mahesh.
Thanks, Ramesh. Now, Dion, shall we move to the next uh, subject, that is impact on students and their work?
Sure,
Yeah.
you can use that, and I've sent you a link also so that you can have a look at the questions coming in on YouTube. The
Okay,
questions
okay.
coming on the
I'll
YouTube.
do that.
Yep.
So the impact of students is, I think, what we have seen. We all three of us will add a little bit onto this, perhaps. We see students who are coming in just after their 12 and not really knowing what to do. But by the time they go out, they're far more uh, confident. Uh, Far more confident. They may still be a little confused about what they want to do, but they'll find their feet. Their journey in Srishti, which perhaps after the foundation, this which is common to everybody. I'm talking about the 4-year program, and they navigate their way through the courses offered, and there's a lot of decisions that they have to take by themselves, of course, with a lot of guidance from their faculty, that's us, makes them really ready for to be out there in the world. And so that's in a way, in a nutshell, what happened, the transformation that happens at Srishti. And we have seen after maybe about 2 or 3 years in the industry, working out either by themselves on their own or in a company. We have seen our students working, becoming a very, very confident, the young adults, and it's very heartening for us. To give you an example, like we make a lot of communication outreach material, that is maybe our film, maybe our website, our ads online, all are done by our alumni who are now practicing professionals. And many of we have seen them as just out of 12th standard, and not, then few years later we see them as confident professionals. So making some really good, impactful work. So that is the kind of transformation that we have seen. Shyam, do you want to talk a little bit about the BVOC students? How are they faring in the world?
Yeah, so again, just like all the other students in Srishti, BVOC students also, since they have been working with the industry, so in the initial couple of years, in the year 1 and year 2, where they're mostly working in the workshops and labs within the campus, second year onwards, they start going out, entering into industries. The third year, they are working actively with industries, and in most of the cases, they find their own space in those industries. We have good examples where students have found positions in organizations which are startups, even working on sustainable areas, grassroots organizations, and so on and so forth. We have kids working in indie labs where film, media production, and animation is concerned, even in gaming. The one more beautiful part about BVOC is it allows the student to sort of exit every year and come back and join. So a BVOC program in its model has multiple entry-exit parameters, and it aligns, since it aligns with the NSDC's National Qualification Framework. Year 1 is considered as level 4 and 5, where the first semester is level 4, second semester is level 5. And after semester 5, the student can sort of go work and come back. And this year 2 is considered as level 6, which is sort of an advanced diploma as well. And year 7 is considered as, year 3 is considered as level 7. Yeah. So there is this flexible model of education as well, where BVOC is concerned.
Okay.
We can.
So what do where do we go next is placements and alumni. So maybe Ramesh and I can take this. Let me just quickly start. Srishti doesn't have a placement in the traditional sense, but we do have placement assist. We do assist and we are developing a platform for that, which should be ready in the next few months. It's a little too early to explain that, but there is an assistance. Secondly, we have our students working, our alumni working from across the world, from San Francisco to Melbourne to Berlin to London to all across India. If you go, there are Srishti's alumni working at various companies, various capacities. So that's about our alumni. I wouldn't really name a key alumni. I would urge you to go to our Instagram page and look at, there's a series called Alumni Speak, which is growing. And look at them, look at what they say. Perhaps feel free to connect with them on Instagram and ask questions. So that's what it is about. And the education in Srishti allows and prepares students to be ready for the world and to find their feet by themselves. But we do give a great amount of assistance in helping them find. We have a lot of industry connect. The BVOC is all about industry connect. So that's what it is in a nutshell. More, you can visit us and discuss it with us in the campus as well. Ramesh, do you want to talk a little bit about the placement?
Yeah,
alumni?
as I said, placement, you already outlined it quite well. I think there are two, three opportunities. One is that we do a degree show. In fact, this year, please do come for the show that will. I mean, this is a 7 semester exhibition that might will happen in December, 7th, 8th, 9th. We will send the invite to all of you or to the DQ lab, and then you can. So that's a 7 semester, but we also do an exhibition when people complete 6th or the 8th semester. 6th semester for BWalk and 8th semester. BWalk is also showing now along with the 7th semester. Their 5th semester work will be shown. So these exhibitions become platforms for people to showcase their work, and there are people who come from industry. They do come and offer jobs. That is one interaction. I always say that when you go and do an internship, there are multiple internships in BWalk, different time span, and there's one mandatory internship in the 4-year program. That's another opportunity where you get to kind of meet people who might be interested in your kind of work. When you apply, by then you already will have an exposure. What is the kind of work I prefer to do? And you do kind of apply, and we will help you with your internship application. And once you go there, then you are open. You will you will see the working culture, the world, and you get connected with many people. So sometimes many of our people who do an internship will end up going back to that place because you do internship between your in a 4-year program, you do internship between third and fourth year, but in BWalk, you do it in the last semester also, that semester long uh, project that you do with the industry. Many of our BWalk students have been absorbed directly because you're almost finishing your course in the workplace, and then you just continue. That's another opportunity. And then, as Mahesh already pointed out, we do send out emails, whichever we get, saying that we need UI, UX designer, graphics designer, we need animator. All those mails go to our alumni, so they can just get connected. Since now nobody has come back and told us that I don't have a job, so that's the confidence for us to say, don't get into this placement mode. Philosophically, the problem of the placement mode is that then industry start defining what we should teach. Then basically you start working when you're 18. No? So you finish your 12th and you start working at that point because you're already working towards the work. So education is larger than the work, and it's a space to kind of think, philosophize, look at ideologies, look at possibilities. There are many students who have come to us saying, I want to do communication. They would have ended up in painting discipline. Largely their body of work is painting or graphic novel, which might be slightly different from communication. So, otherwise, if you are so much work driven, then you will not explore these trajectories and you will not explore what Mahesh talked about, that interdisciplinarity. Whereas if you're really keen on saying, I know what exactly I want to do, 3 years down the line, I would like to join this. And BWalk is a perfect program for that. No navigation, you start and you go deep into that learning, and you are in industry 3 years down the line. Yeah. Mahesh, over.
Okay, so shall we go into Q&A, Dion?
Yes, please. You can definitely go into Q&A.
So let's start with the top first question. Smita Adarsh is saying that BFA, is this a BFA in digital media art similar to communication design in BTES? Well, we have course called Visual Communication and Strategic Branding. The digital media arts is different. It's about animation. However, as it is transdisciplinary, the students do have the chance of taking visual communication classes in their second and third year. I hope, but they're two different programs. Uh, so that's, I hope I have answered your question, Smita. Suresh is saying, can we visit the campus? Yes, you're most welcome to visit the campus. Yes, it will be good if there is a phone number. If you on a website, call our admissions coordinator and set up a time. That would be really good because they'll expect you. We also have a big open house show, interim show coming up end of December. I think it's on the 21st of December. But we will let you all know through DQ. It'll also be on our website and all social media channels. All of you you're most welcome to visit and spend the day with us. And there'll be a really beautiful show of work from all students across the board. And we would really encourage you to come over. But you're most welcome to come at any time. We would encourage you to call and set up a time. Tisha saying, when do we applications start? Very soon. Hopefully, sometime by the middle of this month. We'll start that. Keep an eye out it'll be announced on our website and social media platform. We'll also let DQ Labs know as soon as they're open. Hardeep Kaur, could you please also talk about student exchange program? Ramesh, would you like to take this question?
Sorry, I couldn't hear that.
About the student exchange program.
Yeah, we have signed up an MOU with around 30, 35. Underquoting, we were at 40, and some of the agreement we have to change it from only Srishti to Manipal. So I'm not quoting all the numbers. By the time you come to exchange, it might become even 50 universities. Some are Indian institute, but largely European and American universities. So you can do one semester in any of these colleges. That depends on what is your college you will choose, depending on your nature of your work. And you don't have to pay any extra fees, tuition fees for that. Whatever you paid, that's what it covers that. But any additional expenses, such as your travel, lodging, boarding, material cost, that you have to bear. So roughly around 40 students do go for exchange program, and some would reserve that money to do their masters. Some would say, okay, I'll go and see whether I want to do masters here. And we do get around 10 to 15 students coming from these colleges for a semester. Yeah.
Thank you, Ramesh. Now, the next question is, what would be the difference between BWalk at Srishti and normal bachelor's degree for product design? Well, BWalk is also a normal degree. It's just that it's 3 years and it's focused. Would you like to, as Shyam had mentioned, and we also spoke, I think, Joanna, it is a focus in the sense you start with just deep diving into the subject right from day one and BWalk. In BDes or BFA, the first year is common for everybody, and it's foundation studies. So we help you because people learn from their first standard to 12, they learn in a particular way. At Srishti, they start learning in a different way. So they have to kind of unlearn and learn new ways of learning. So that's what happens at the first year. It's a little more expansive. You navigate in second and third year. Subject, I'll talk a little bit if there is time. And in the seventh and eighth semester, you do your project. In BWalk, that project work happens in the third year, so that's what it is. So in a way, nutshell, it's a focused program. BDes, BFA is a little more expansive program. Not in terms of subject matter, but the way you learn. That's the difference. Hardeep Kaur again, is there any support from Srishti for searching internships? Oh no, yes, there's a lot of tremendous amount of support. We have a huge list of companies who know about Srishti, who we have tie-ups with, where our students have interned. That's in BFB. In the four-year program, the B-Walk is all about being with the industry. So there's a close relationship with the industry. Yes, the answer is a resounding yes. Arun asking, Professor Ramesh had mentioned that Srishti has an interdisciplinary approach to BDes. Can you explain this a bit more? We did talk about it, but do we have time? We have 15 more minutes. Ramesh, do you want to say anything?
Quickly,
Explain this?
basically, what is disciplinary, what is interdisciplinary? So if I join product design, disciplinary program would say product design will offer so many courses. You have to do all those courses. What we say is that you join product design courses program, but certain number of or certain amount of time or certain number of credits, you can do courses in other disciplines also. So thereby you're learning. So for example, if you're in product design, but you say that if I do little bit of learning, how do I project my product or how do I showcase my product in the market? Maybe that might get better. So you'll say that I will sign up for a program, course offered by film. So that's when it starts becoming I'm giving you a very simple basic example, but that's how it starts becoming interdisciplinary. So you can do courses, or we call it unit, but courses offered by other disciplines as well while you're sitting in one discipline.
Thank you, Ramesh. The next question is, what kind of transdisciplinary subjects available for students and in which semester? Are there any technology, engineering, management related subjects that align with design in academia? It's an interesting question, Hardeep. Very interesting. Yeah, in the four-year degree program, the transdisciplinarity is largely in the second, third, and in the last semester. That is the 8th semester. So that's your answer.
Also,
to that.
year
Are there
one.
any technology, engineering, management related subjects? Yes, we have a program called Creative and Applied Computation, which is a lot about, it amalgamates creativity, design, and design creativity, art creativity, and a bit of technology. Business services systems design has some, the business, the creative management of business systems, processes. Yeah, and these courses are available for others too. Other people, maybe a film student might want to take a BSSD course. I'm just hypothetically, that's possible. So these are the courses that are available, Hardeep. Arun Kotagiri, what are few examples of subject combination that design students can opt for? This needs a little more discussion. Ramesh, do you think you can answer this, or?
Very quickly, it depends on. So if you go to our website, there will be a email ID of a person who heads that particular course. So it's a course specific. So if I say what are the subject I study in visual communication, I will say typography is important, layout design, book design, poster design, basically image making, visual culture, like that. I can list out depending on which course. So these visual communication list of courses are very different from, let's say, interior design and build, which will look at material culture. What are the different ways you can manipulate the materials? What different materials are used in the market? What are the costing of it? How do I put things together? So it really course specific. Mahesh, I mean, I couldn't see the chat, so
Yeah.
I'm just relying on
Can you
you.
hear me?
Yeah, Mahesh.
Okay. Now, sorry. Yeah, here the question is that I think highlight the difference between BDES and BWalk. We have already addressed that. But if you want Savi Holla, if you want more information, you're most welcome to come and meet us in our college, and we can talk in detail about that. Uh, there was Deepthi who asked a question of she's a graduate in agriculture planning and wants to shift to design. Very interesting. Deepthi, we have dentists who have come and done postgraduate diploma, and lawyers who have come and postgraduate diploma. Uh, we uh, we have industrial design and information design, but if you take other courses like creative contemporary art practice or like experience design, and you can actually enroll into the MA program and leave at the end of first year with the postgraduate diploma. So there is a lot of different options available. I would suggest that I hope you're from Bangalore, Deepthi. It'll be great if you can come over and meet us, because this would, I think, needs a longish kind of explanation discussion to give you to go through our website, of course, and we'll be very happy to engage with you on this. And even if you come at the end of December for our open house, that'll also give you a great exposure, Deepthi. But we welcome you to come there. And the options are much more than the two that you have mentioned. Would you be able to share the structure of BDES and BWalk courses? I don't know we have the time for it, but it's reasonably well explained in our website, Bhavin. However, Bhavin, we will be happy to, again, this would need at least half an hour of discussion to explain. We'll be happy to do it. I hope you are from Bangalore, and please come over, and we'll definitely help you. Industrial design or information design? Okay, that Deepthi, I've already, I think, talked to you, address that. Anita Antara saying, for a course such as graphic design, would a student have to have prior experience in software use? No, you don't have to have. That you can learn later. Joanna saying, do we have exposure in the field of product design? Product design oh yeah, we have. I didn't answer the question. Yeah, we all our faculty members, a lot of our faculty members are practitioners, as they practice their art, they practice their craft, they practice their design in many different ways, and therefore they're continuously in tune with what's happening in the world. Hardeep Kaur is asking, do the students need to choose their stream of design from year one, or students get a chance to understand the design disciplines in the first year as foundation year? Hardeep, Ramesh, correct me if I'm wrong. They have to choose, right? They have to choose in year one.
Yeah, so year one is not discipline specific. Even if you were to choose after year one, you will not have an idea, because year one we use it to give a broader exposure to art and design practice. And our schooling doesn't give you enough, so we have to work on that. That's what year one is. So you have to choose. One thing I forgot to tell you: when we open an application, you can literally apply to all the. If you open BWalk application, you can apply to all the 5 courses, but in order of your preference. Similarly, if you apply to BDES and BFA, one application for both, because it's a 4-year program, you can apply to all the 11 courses that we offer. 11 courses in between BDES and BFA, 8 BDES, 3 BFA, and then we offer 5 BWalk courses. Literally, you can apply to all the courses, but sorry, there's some sound. But basically, you have to make sure that it's in order of your preference. Over to you, Mahesh.
Yeah. Hardeep, thanks, Ramesh. Mr. R. Rao, hi, kindly provide some info on courses specific for film and animation. We have BFA, a Bachelor of Fine Art in animation, that's digital media arts and film. We also have a BVOC program in digital media production with different pathways. One is visual effects, one is film production. Please look at a website, and it has detailed information on that. And you can then connect with that admissions coordinator, who will connect you with the respective faculty if required to discuss in more information. Sharda Jaydev, would you be able to explain the application process? We can answer this quickly. Ramesh, do you want to take this over, please? Application process and are NIT UC scores accepted?
Mahesh, there is some fire testing in the building, so you may
Okay.
not be able to hear. Just take this question. I think it'll be over.
Okay. Application process, our application portal will be open, and it's quite detailed over there. And you have to fill in the application form, upload some documents, and it's quite easy. You don't have for undergraduate program, we don't have a statement of purpose, etc. There is no portfolio required. And once you finish the application, they will then you have to appear for the entrance test.
Sorry, did you lose me?
Yeah.
Did you lose me?
Okay. Now I guess you can hear me, right, Dion?
Yes. Can hear
Okay. So the application and the entrance test is of 2 rounds, round 1 and round 2. We look for the aptitude. That's what we look for. And if an applicant has appeared for UC and if the score is 600 or below, less than 600, the ranking, then the candidate is exempt from taking round 1, and they just need to take round 2. So that's what is it's all about. Can you also share what do you look for in the applicants and for BDES program, Bhavin? Yeah, that we are looking for your aptitude, the students' aptitude and creative spark. So our tests are designed for us to give you an insight. There's no preparation required for the test, actually. Nivedita is asking, will this okay? Nivedita, we live in Delhi, Dubai. Can I schedule a tour and how to go about it? Nivedita, when you say tour, do you mean a virtual tour, or would you like to come over to are you planning to visit Bangalore? So you could put it in the chat box. Hardeep, is there hostel facility available? Yes, it is hostel facility available. It is not based on any merit. I mean, if you have the admission, then our Mahe Bengaluru hostel, the student affairs team, will assist you in getting a room there. Gayatri, are there major and minor courses in BDES? Yes, Ramesh, I think is not here, but yes, there are. In the sense, if I'm not mistaken, 60% of your credits have to come from your major, and then 40% have to be from your minor. And there is in a list of courses which are considered to be a major and minor. So yes, that navigation is what transdisciplinarity is all about. Bhavin, how many seats do you have for the BDES program? Different courses have different seats. So Bhavin, we can take up to close to over 400 students across the 11 programs that we offer in BDES and BFA. Are the major and minor courses provided Srishti for BDES? Yes, I think already answered the question. So that's is that about it for today, Dion?
Hold on. Yeah. Looks like this is it. If anyone wants to ask the last maybe one or two questions, you have the option. Please note I've pinned a message in this link in this YouTube chat, and I've also put it in the description of this webinar. There are two links there. One is an application link to Srishti. Now the applications are not out yet, but if you click on this link, you'll reach the admissions page, and so keep following that, and whenever so that you're updated and you're following when their applications open. In case they do reach out, as soon as the applications are out, we will also inform on our groups. Mahesh and his team will make sure that we get that. Right. Um, last couple of questions, Mahesh. I think Bhavan's and Virendra Prasad.
Yeah,
I
okay.
Yeah,
Let me
Virendra
just.
Prasad, if you're kindly ask your question again. We are not
Yeah.
seeing it here. So if you can ask your question again, that would be good. Yeah.
Bhavin, I have just posted the phone number to contact. It's on our website also. You can write to call them, ask for the admissions coordinator, and she would help you to schedule the visit. Yeah. And Virendra Prasad, please ask your question if you don't mind again, because we are unable to see it online. Nivedita, yeah, I mean, physical tour is definitely possible. If you are planning to visit Bangalore, please connect with us. You could write to, I'll also put our admissions at Srishti Manipal Institute.in. Let me just paste it here, and you can write to us and schedule is the admissions at Srishti Manipal Institute.in. Virtual, yeah.
Mahesh, if you can send that message to me, because I don't think it's showing up in the chat.
Okay, it's admissions at Srishti Manipal Institute.in. It's on a website.
Okay. And right, I'll message you on WhatsApp. If you can WhatsApp it to me, I'll put it here.
Yeah, I'll just.
Yeah. Yeah. So Virendra Prasad's question is here: any integrated program, what degrees do they get? Virendra, would you be able to maybe elaborate on this question? What do you mean by integrated program?
I wonder if he's talking about dual degree. I don't know.
So, Virendra, if it is dual degree, we are working on it. We have, so another important factor is that if your Srishti is one constant unit within the Manipal University, Mahe College. So in Mahe campus, it's around 40-acre campus where we have Srishti, but we have Manipal Institute of Technology, you have law school, you have Department of Liberal Art and humanities, social sciences, and then you have regenerative medicine, which is slightly far away for us. But you do have what else you have? Law, technology, DLHS, and commerce. So the because we are in this kind of ecosystem, slowly we are also developing a collaboration. For example, there is a talk with the TMA Pi Management Institute. That's also one of them, Tap Me. We are trying to see how we can bring in design and management. Even though we have business service system design, but management might come with another perspective. We're already trying to see what about art and psychology. So we are working with psychology. So you are in a larger ecosystem of many universities. We are also, in fact, I am teaching one course for liberal arts and Department of Commerce. And we are trying to see whether they can teach several courses here. So that will happen. Yeah. So dual degree is a possibility, but if you're just talking about taking courses from other disciplines, I already explained.
Yeah. So the management we have, the other school is the TFI Management Institute, TAPMI, the very well-known business school. So they are also in the same campus, and though we are not ready to offer a dual degree yet, but some things may be in the cards very soon. Hardeep, is there any tie-ups with Srishti with universities abroad for MDes? Yeah, our MDes students can go for an exchange program I think in their second semester, if I'm not mistaken. And yeah, we have a lot of tie-ups with universities. Very soon, we're going to list out the university with who we have a tie-up on our website on an exchange program page, which is coming up in the next couple of days. Hardeep, please keep an eye out for our website. Yeah. So Nivedita, coming back to your question, virtual tour may be a little difficult. Our website has it, but sooner than later we may have a video up there. But physical tour, certainly, if you are planning to visit anytime, you're most welcome.
All right. And thank you so much for that. I think with this, we are done with all the questions. A very interesting, session that we've had, Mahesh. Has been thanks. So thank you to you and Ramesh and Shyam for being here and being part of this and answering all the questions so patiently. Thanks so much. It's been a wonderful session. And to the audience, please hit on the like button so that we know that you enjoyed this webinar. And for any doubts or clarification, you can always reach out to us or reach out to Srishti directly. The email address has been posted in the chat. All right. So we'll be ending the webinar right away. Thanks so much. Mahesh, if you and the team can stay back, I'll just end the live stream.
Okay.
Thanks, Dion.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone.